What what's up, good people? What's up, good people? It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., the Impact Builder. Welcome to the brand new suite. Y'all know we in the lab today. We in the lab. It's a little cold outside. I got my levels. If it's below 50 degrees, I don't go outside. I don't go for my walk outside. I walk inside. So that's what you see today. I'm walking. I did my walk inside. Can y'all see my, I have to back up a little bit. Can y'all see my hoodie? That's right. Represent my alma mater. The Hawks. Go Hawks, baby. It's officially hoodie season, y'all. It's officially hoodie season. We in the lab. We in the brand new suite. Welcome. Where we give you knowledge, information, and resources that enlightens, empowers, and impacts you. That's what we do every single day, right here, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. So we want to welcome y'all in. Thank you for tuning in. Y'all know what we've been doing all this week. It's work for it Wednesday. It's work for it Wednesday. We got to put that work in. We've got to do those things that we might not want to do in order to be able to be successful. We got to do those things that we are called to do in order to be able to be successful. That's what Work For It Wednesday is all about. That's what being uncommon is about. That's what we're dealing with today. This week, we've been dealing with it all week. Be uncommon. As leaders, as a leader, as an entrepreneur, you are uncommon. You are not common. You are not like everybody else. So that's the message of this week. Be uncommon. Don't be like everybody else. Don't be mediocre. Don't be average. Don't think like everybody else. And we'll get into that tomorrow on Think Different Thursday. We don't work out. We don't work like everybody else. Our work ethic, our mindset is always a level above everybody else's. That's what we do when we are uncommon. When you are on the uncommon level, you operate differently from everyone else. So we've been talking about the 5 ways that leaders and entrepreneurs are uncommon. So on Monday we talked about curiosity. On Tuesday we talked about being willing to experiment. You have to be willing to experiment, do things differently. Do things that others aren't willing to take the chance on. You got to experiment with stuff in order to be able to create. That's the creative part in you. Leaders and entrepreneurs, we're willing to experiment. We're willing to be creative. And then today I want to talk about your comfort with failure. And I'm going to talk about this. There's a difference between being comfortable in failure and comfortable with failure. Let me tell you that being comfortable in failure and comfortable with failure. Here's the difference. Comfortable in failure are those who say, hey, you know what? I ain't never achieved anything. I'm never going to achieve anything. This is the best that I can do. I'm going to sit here and live in this mindset of failure. Yeah, everything that I do doesn't turn out right, so why even try? Why am I even going through this? Why am I even doing this? That's comfort in failure. That's not what we're talking about. I'm talking about comfort with failure. And that is, comfort with failure is understand, hey, that's a part of the process. Failure is a part of the process. If you are a leader, if you are an entrepreneur, understand failure is a part of the process. There are going to be things that you will fail at or that won't turn out the way that you intended them to or you thought that they would, but they don't. It didn't work. It doesn't work. I was talking about this on Monday when I was doing a speaking engagement. And you know, my business partner that I did the speaking engagement for, we talked about that. There were different things that we tried to do together. They just didn't pan out. It didn't work out. It wasn't that we didn't intend for them to work out. It just didn't happen. And understanding that. And you don't fail if you learn. And in every situation that may not work out the way that you want it to work out, your mindset matters, because you say, "Oh, it was a failure," but no, it was. If I learned something from it, then I didn't fail at it. But understand, it didn't work out the way that you quite wanted it to work out. And as entrepreneurs, as leaders, everything isn't going to be perfect. It's not going to work out. And anybody that tells you that it does or that it will, they're lying to you. They are truly lying to you. They're lying to you about what it is. If you hear these folks out here talking about, well, if you just do this, you're going to get this, and this. That's not always the case. And what they don't tell you is everybody's work ethic isn't the same. Everybody's approach to something isn't the same. So you have to be comfortable with failure as a part of the process of getting to success, versus being comfortable in failure, which is an organization that just can't do right, an organization that has horrible culture, that has a failure culture amongst it. I've worked for companies that I believe had a failed culture, had a failure mindset. They weren't looking to get better. They weren't looking to do the right things. All they were doing was looking to be able to just do what it is that they do. They didn't care, and that was from the top on down. When you're in that kind of environment, you can't be successful. If you are a leader and you work for a corporation, or you are an entrepreneur and you are that corporation, ask yourself, what kind of culture am I cultivating? Is it a hey, we're going to have some things that don't go right, and we're good with that. We're okay as long as we don't stay there. And I told you, I had a manager one time, my supervisor one time, he told us, he said that there's no problem that we can't, no mistake that we can't fix. So don't worry about failing. Don't worry about it. We if it doesn't work, we learn from it, we adjust to it, and we move forward. Understand, being uncommon means you're going to have some setbacks. You're going to have some failures, because you're curious, which means you're going to dig deeper than the average person. You're going to be willing to experiment, which means you're going to do things outside of the traditional box that others aren't willing to do. And so you're going to have things that don't work out. So what do? Do you just wallow in it? Do you just sit in it? No, you don't. What did I say? You measure, and I said this last week, you measure and you adapt. That's how you approach the comfort with failure, not comfort in failure. The language is key. Are you, and I'm going to ask you, this is what you got to think about today. Are you comfortable with failure, or are you comfortable in failure? I'm going to say that again. I want you to think about that. As an entrepreneur, as a leader, Are you comfortable with failure, or are you comfortable in failure? There's a difference. There's a mindset difference with both of those. If you're going to be uncommon, you have to have a comfort with failure, not a comfort in failure. And, when you operate from that lens, from that mindset, I promise you'll be successful. I told y'all, Formula 409, 408 failures. Michael Jordan did a commercial. I've missed 3,000 something shots. And it's made me who I am today. I forgot how that commercial goes. But there are failures that you're going to have. The only question is, are you learning from them? Are you gaining from them? Are you growing from them? What did you learn from it? What did you gain from it? How did you grow from it? That's the comfort with failure. Learn, gain, and grow from it. Learn, gain, and grow from it. Learn, gain, and grow from it. As an uncommon leader, as an uncommon entrepreneur, your approach to failure could be the difference between you and your business going to the next level or closing its doors, shutting its doors. When take a look at the businesses that have been able to survive the pandemic. Those that are successful, those that are still around, they had a comfort with failure, not a comfort in failure. They understood, hey, this is an adjustment that we have to make. Things are not going how we thought that they would go. Nobody ever thought that we would have a pandemic. Absolutely not. But we still had to understand that we had to, in order to survive, there were things that had to be done, that had to get done. Some things worked. Some things didn't. And as you can see those things that worked, you can see those things that didn't work. Your comfort with failure is going to determine whether you go into 2024 with a unleash mindset, or whether you go into 2024 not making it in 2024, not ready for 2024. Set the tone now for how you're going to deal with it, because everything's not going to work in 2024. Take a look at your 2023. Take a look at your 2023. And I promise you, there are things that worked and there were things that didn't work. And here's the thing. What was your approach to those things that didn't work? Those things that failed? What was your approach to them? Did you learn? Did you gain? Did you grow? What would you do? Or are you just sitting there now saying, you know what? Yeah, it is what it is. It didn't work out. That's just what it is. That's what we do. we don't succeed around here. Nah. I'm telling you, if you are around anybody that talks like that has a mindset they have a mindset of comfort in failure versus a comfort with failure, run as fast as you can. Don't do business with them. Say adios, peace out, deuces. Don't answer the call. Put a block on their number. Whatever you got to do, you don't want to be around those kind of people. On this Work For It Wednesday, understand sometimes you're going to work for it and it ain't going to turn out the way that you want it to turn out. But as long as you learn, gain, and grow from it, you're comfortable with it not working versus being comfortable in it not working and taking on that whole mindset. Yeah, hey, Brother Kevin, how you, brother? Pastor Montague, how you? Dad, I see settling for the failure is a destructive mindset that can exactly filter into your children. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's the comfort in failure. When you fall into that mindset, when you fall into settling for something not working, as opposed to understanding comfort with failure, understanding that that's a part of the process. How you approach it, and not only your children, Pastor Kevin, but also with your business associates, those that you associate, it can filter into them. It can filter into those that work for you. It can filter into those that are in your circle of impact. So you got to be careful of the mindset that you take and your approach that you take with failure. Like I said, it's a part of the process, but you can't stay there. You cannot stay there. And the uncommon entrepreneur, the uncommon leader, does not allow themselves to stay there. Yeah, I truly believe this. I truly believe this. That God gives us 24 hours to wallow, boo-hoo in our disappointments, right? If failure, it didn't work, I'm disappointed, I'm hurt. He gives you 24 hours to boo-hoo, cry, get it all out. Whatever you're going to do, you got 24 hours to do it. But when those 24 hours are up, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and get back in the game. You get back to doing what you do. You don't stay there. You don't wallow in the failure. You're comfortable with it because you understand that it's a part of the process, but you don't wallow in it, and where it becomes a part, it becomes infectious, and it impacts everybody, as you were saying, Pastor Kevin. It impacts you. It impacts those that you are surrounded by. Because nobody want to be around a negative person, one that is comfortable in failure. Oh no, that's not what we do. That's not at all what we do. So on this Work For It Wednesday, y'all, your comfort with failure, not comfort in failure, is going to determine how uncommon you are. Whether you are uncommon or not. Uncommon entrepreneurs, uncommon leaders don't wallow in the failures. Yeah, we accept it and we understand it. We'll be there for a minute. Give me a second to gather myself and understand myself, and then I'm moving. I gotta move because I can't afford to stay here. This space is not where uncommon people dwell. So be uncommon today. Y'all gonna hear that. Y'all gonna hear that right now until be uncommon. You can't go into 2020. You can't go into 2024 being common. That's not what we do around here. Hey, Mr. Michael, thanks for tuning in. Yes, sir. Hope all is well with you. Yeah, it's being uncommon is about comfort with failure. I want you saying that all day today. Work Forward Wednesday. Something doesn't go right today. Okay. All right. I'm good. I'm good with it. What did I learn? What did I gain? And how am I growing? That's how you approach the comfort with failure. You should learn something from it. You should gain something from it. And you should grow something from it. That's what we do. That's how we do. It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr. Hey, HBCUs, baby. That's what we do. Never comfortable in failure, but always comfortable with failure. Because it's a part of the process. It's a part of your process. You don't wallow in it. You don't stay in it. You move through it. Learn, gain, and grow today. That's what I want you to do on this Work Forward Wednesday. It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., the Impact Builder. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Have a super phenomenal day. We'll see y'all soon.